So you want to understand the song. And there's a story to it. About 9 years ago, my mom retired from work. She was a nurse for many years, about 40 years. She retired and then she had a stroke 9 years ago. So she went from giving amazing care to receiving it. Full-time skilled nursing care. It was a devastating stroke, and it was a very hard thing for her, for me, for our family. And because she requires that full-time care, she's in a nursing home. And we liken that place to a head-on collision between comedy and tragedy. For those of you that understand what I'm talking about, this won't take much explaining. I was the first one of my friends that had to deal with this, so it was a whole new world for me. But the tragedy is obvious. The season of having a loved one in a nursing home is very hard for everybody. It's just a season of life, you know. You're either healthy, dead, or you're in a nursing home. So that's the tragedy of it. It's a tough time. The comedy, I think, is the grace we're given to handle the tragedy that we otherwise could not bear. So I look for comedy, for humor in all things. Yes, I know you know. I can tell. Some people understand that because you've been through it. So even when it's not quite appropriate, I think it's okay. Because I think you have to laugh. That's how I survive. So I'm gonna tell you about a few of the folks that are residents there with my mom. So many people pass through my life now in this nursing home. And they're novels, they're walking stories that are never going to be written. So I always carry a notebook or a recorder anyway, because I'm an observer. So I rarely go in there without having something with me so I can write something down, because so many memorable things happen to me there. And I'm going to tell you about a few of the residents that have meant something to me, and maybe you can relate if you've been there too. There was a lady named Margie, and Margie had little gray braids down each side of her face, and she was in a wheelchair, and she carried a baby doll with her wherever she went, and that baby doll was her companion. She wasn't on too many meds, so she got really worked up on Friday night because her son would bring her beer and she'd get lit. With everybody's permission to do so. It was good. Good for her, right? Good for her. Only problem was on Saturday morning, you know, she had a really bad hangover and the baby doll became a weapon and she'd strike you with it if you were within striking distance. So everybody steered clear of Margie on Saturday morning. There was a man named Bob. He was a long, tall drink of water with a deep, bellowing voice, and he had these mantras that he liked to say. And you couldn't stop Bob, so you just joined him. So everybody on the unit would be saying, you'd walk onto the unit and everybody would be saying, "How now, brown cow, how now, brown cow." You guys, like I said, you're either dead or you're going to be in a nursing home, so you might as well practice this with me, all right? How now, brown cow, how now, brown cow. That's pretty good. Your heart's in it, that's pretty good. You'll be ready, your room's waiting. The other mantra that Bob used to say a lot was, "Where the hell am I supposed to go now?" And nobody ever told him. I thought that was good. My mom's in this song. She knows, she loves it. She's a diva, it runs in the blood. But she was a nurse, as I mentioned, a good nurse, a really good nurse, smart woman. But now she's just ornery, you know, and crafty. I like the word crafty. She's crafty. She can break into the med cart, and she's not supposed to. Some of you know what that is. That's got the drugs in it, you know, the narcotics and that stuff. She can get into those locked drawers. We can't figure out how. But she does, and they, you know, she's almost gotten a couple people fired. It's pretty funny. And they catch her, and she'll go around to the other floor, and she'll just start on that one. And she'll call me, though, and she'll say, "I'm in trouble." And I say more power to her, because Margie's down the hall getting drunk with her son. So have a little fun too. There was a guy named Raymond. He was an architect. Raymond had a brilliant mind that was fading fast. And he had nervous hands. He had to be doing something. He was real fidgety, so they gave him a thing called a busy apron. That has Velcro and buttons and ties and zippers. And, you know, whatever. But anyway, Raymond had that thing figured out in about 5 minutes flat. But what made it special for Raymond was he liked to wear his busy apron commando. And why not? It's a pretty fun place on a Friday night, I gotta say. Miss Cleve was probably in a black gospel choir all her life. She's now in a reclined chair, and her eyes never open, but she still sings those black gospel hymns all the time. And when she's not singing a hymn, she's singing mm-hmm, mm-hmm, all day long. There was a lady named Geneva. I'll just tell you about one more. And Geneva had Alzheimer's. She was in the nursing home for probably 13 years before she passed into the next world. And she had no family to speak of. So everybody took her under their wing and made sure she was okay. The residents, the families there, all the staff. And everybody cared for her. She had quite an extended family. We always, Linford and I, made sure she was okay. When we'd go in to see Mom, we'd stop and say hi to Geneva. But Geneva, as I mentioned, had Alzheimer's. She had interesting responses for you that would make you stop in your tracks. Some were funny, some just made you stop. And one of them, one day we leaned down real close and we said, Geneva, how are you today? She looked up at us through her little thick glasses. And she said, only God can save us now. Marge had struck Geneva with a baby doll. Barb knocked off the med cart coming down the hall. Bob leads the congregation when he sings, hound outbound cow. Only God can save us now. Jesus, fuzzy, wuzzy, fuzzy, wuzzy, was a bear. Miss Cleve sings hallelujah from the choir in her chair. Behind his busy apron, Raymond's naked standing proud. Only God can save us now. Coming soon. Don't mind me if you come to find me howling at the moon. I need a busy apron and a half-sedated crowd. That's you. Only God can save us now. Baby dolls and chocolates and flowers made of silk. A clean room and a window and some Prozac and warm milk. Sneak us in some whiskey cause it's probably not loud. Only God can save us now.